Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Akmal bin Nur Hasrin. I am from SR 11704 Part B. My matrix number 2017713637. I'm playing my sport that I play it is archery.
I'm sorry, but don't wanna talk. I need a.
Hello everyone, my name is Aina Hamizah binti Hashim. My metric number is 2018-815244. My sport that I involve is cricket.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Khairul Naim bin Zainal. I from SR 11704 Part B. No metric number is 2018452124.
Hi, my name is Aina Zaini binti Muhammad Amri.
Okay, so we are preparing some video for you guys about public policy in Japan, also inflation and unemployment in Japan. Hope you guys enjoy.
Zayani, what is a fiscal policy?
Fiscal policy is the means by which a government adjusts its spending level and tax rates to monitor and influence a nation's economy. Using a mix of fiscal policy, government can control economic phenomena. Fiscal policy in Japan's already dry fiscal condition is worsening future amid government plan for massive spending to counter the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you, Aina Zayani, about explanation fiscal policy. So next, we go to the monetary policy. Monetary policy is a policy adopted by the monetary authority of a nation to control either the interest rate payable for very short-term borrowing or the money supply, often as an attempt to reduce. For example, the Bank of Japan Act states that the bank monetary policy should be aimed at achieving price stability, thereby contributing to the development of the national economy. In a market economy, individuals and firms make decisions on the price of goods and services. There are two concepts of monetary policy. Firstly, expansionary. This will happen when the economic growth happens in Japan. Japan will export their product to other countries. So we can see that how the economy in Japan grow expansion, and it will increase the national economy.
Aina, what is definition of inflation?
Inflation is a continuous increase in the general price level of goods and services in the economy.
Hamiza, can you explain about cost push inflation?
Cost push inflation is a type of inflation caused by a substantial increase in the cost of important goods or service where a non-suitable alternative is available.
Aina, what you know about demand pull inflation?
Demand pull inflation is asserted to arise where aggregate demand in an economy outpaces aggregate supply.
Now, Hamiza, what is the cause of inflation?
Cost push inflation is a type of inflation caused by a substantial increase in the cost of important goods or service where a non-suitable alternative is available.
What the effects of inflation?
Effects of inflation is the negative effects of inflation include an increase in the opportunity cost of holding money, uncertainty over future inflation, which may discourage investment and savings.
Okay, so measure to control inflation have a three section, which is direct control measure, monetary policy, and fiscal policy. For the direct control measure have a three section also: price controlling and rationing, compulsory saving, and anti-hoarding campaign. Monetary policy have a four different way: open market operation, rising reserve requirement, rising discount rate, and rising interest rate. And lastly, for fiscal policy, it have a increase in tax and decrease in government expenditure. Inflation targeting in Japan is become somewhat symbolic of additional unconventional step that many argue the Bank of Japan should take achieve on a positive inflation rate. First, inflation targeting was a simple-minded of reflection policy. Second, no country had adopted inflation targeting to move from deflation to inflation. And third, there were no available policy measure to lift the inflation rate to positive territory, given that the interest rate was zero. So the announcement inflating targeting without tools to achieve positive rate inflation.
Can you give me the definition of unemployment?
Measure to reduce unemployment. For supply side, education and training to solve occupation immobility, geographical subsidy to help worker and firm move, remove labor market regulation to increase flexibility, employment subsidy to enough and to encourage firm to take on long-term unemployed, and lastly, lower mean wage, reduce power trade onion to reduce real wage unemployment. For demand side, monetary policy is cutting interest rate to boost AD. For fiscal policy, to cutting tax, higher spending boost, and the depreciation of exchange rate to boost export on demand. Okay, so measuring to control unemployment has also three sections: direct control measure, monetary policy, or fiscal policy. For the direct control measure, example, providing training and education, job creation, develop a new land. For monetary policy, open market operation, lowering reserve requirement, lowering discount rate, and lowering interest rate. For fiscal policy, they decrease in tax and increase in government expenditure.
What is the type of unemployment?
Okay, so type of unemployment have a four section: frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment, structural unemployment, and seasonal unemployment.
Akmal, what the effect of unemployment and measure to reduce unemployment?
Okay, so the effect of unemployment have a two effect, which is the effect on the economy and effect on individual and society. Japan has a small country, but they are making a steady progress to beating inflation. The Japanese government depend on the four index such as gross domestic product, deflator, to judge whether the country is finally free from its long bout of deflation. In Q2 September, all four index turned positive, which prompted the government to reach conclusion that Japanese economy is now a shifting pace to beating deflation. Measure to reduce unemployment. For supply side, education and training to solve occupation immobility, geographical subsidy to help worker and firm move, remove labor market regulation to increase flexibility, employment subsidy to enough and to encourage firm to take on long-term unemployed, and lastly, lower mean wage, reduce power trade onion to reduce real wage unemployment. For demand side, monetary policy is cutting interest rate to boost AD. For fiscal policy, to cutting tax, higher spending boost, and the depreciation of exchange rate to boost export on demand. Okay everyone, that's all from us. Thank you for watching this video for public policy in inflation and unemployment. Thank you.